Hi guys, Happy New Year! This is Melissa from Melissa's Orchids, and I have my sister-in-law's Christmas presents and a bunch of goodies in my bag so that I can go and mount them on her trees. Let's go! Hi guys, so I made it here to my brother's house and I'm going to try to be a good sister and sister-in-law and help them maintain their orchid garden like I promised. I'm going to give you a little look around and I'm going to attach the 2 orchids that I got them for Christmas. So they have a lot of orchids mounted on trees, as I have shown you before. They have irises, I believe. They have a lot of dancing ladies. The Christmas lights are still up. A lot of tropical palms and landscaping, but it needs a little help. So I brought my shears and I'm gonna do some chopping and snipping. And I was gonna water and fertilize, but unfortunately, the weather is not conducive for that. It's actually really, really cold in Miami, so we need to avoid watering and wetting these lovely orchids at all costs. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of snipping and I'm gonna see where I'm gonna plant the dendrobiums. That is my gift to them. I think I found a good spot. I think the dendrobiums will be happy right there. I don't know about the other palm too because, but this looks like a good spot. Alright guys, so as for supplies, I'm keeping it really simple. I am gonna wrap them in this cocoa lining from my palm trees. I brought Spanish moss from my yard, zip ties, and a cutting tool. That's about it. I'm gonna take them out and hopefully they're gonna look good right on this palm. All right, so here's step 1. I basically did something I wouldn't do in my house. I left the moss. The moss was good. I left the moss because I didn't want this to dry out because we won't be able to water it or anything. So I left her with her substrate, therefore it will be less freak out. So now I'm gonna try the next one and I'm gonna add Spanish moss to make it look pretty. Okay, so I have my assistant helping me and I already attached it with the zip tie, and I'm gonna add a second one because she's kind of tall. And I'm not gonna tighten it up, just gonna keep it kind of to hold her up. And I'm gonna take my shears, cut off the excess, and all I need to do is add the moss. Make sure it's super tight. And then I'm gonna add the moss and you'll see how pretty she looks. What do you think?
It looks good.
How pretty does that look? I'm gonna add a little bit more moss. Moss everywhere. She wanted moss anyway, so.
But she didn't ask for it everywhere.
Yeah, it looks nice. And she doesn't come out to water that often, so it's gonna be good. What do you think? Oh my gosh, it looks so
pretty.
nice. How pretty. Now we're gonna take a picture.
Okay.
All right, we're all done. So we have this beautiful dendrobium mounted on the trees with moss. You think she's gonna like it?
I think so.
I think so too.
Like,
You gonna fix it up? Let me know what you guys think. So I'm on my second Home Depot and I'm looking to see if they have anything new. They have phals, they have dens, they have vandas, but they're not on sale. Some are $29, some are $39. So they have a Lincoln Stylus Gigantea for $39. They have another Dawiana Charm for $39. A Loki. A red one. This is so pretty. A vanilla. Now I'm gonna take a look at the back, babies. Oh, this is so light. That's not good. No. No. Cheap spring green. No. I'm gonna need 2 hands. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Okay, I got one, maybe. I gotta look it up. Let's see. No. And the dosa. Oh, there's a tag way down. I gotta look it up. Jerry's Island. Jerry's. It's a lot of Jerry's. Nope. Kathy Yamanaka. I gotta look this up. This looks good. Feels good. Sometimes you go by feel. Golden Zell. I already have that. All right, let's check out. Okay. All right. So I went to my second Home Depot and I found 2 good ones. I will share with you their tags when we get home. And I got some cork from my sister-in-law. She gave that to me. So I have some that I'm going to put on there. And these are going to be for my special project. And I'm thinking that it's going to be fuchsias and pinks. So not all the same orchid. It's going to be like a compote stand of fuchsias and pinks. That's going to look so good. Hi guys, it's January 2nd and I am about to embark on a project that I don't think I'm equipped to do. My son helped me carry all these things out here, and if you've been watching, you know that I want to do, well, let me show you. All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to make like, what do we call it? A fake tree. I want to take this lovely piece of wood that was given to me by Nelson, which is pretty heavy. And then we were at his house and we had a little get together, and Jadir kind of helped shape it and stuck it in my car. And now I have the brilliant idea of putting it in that pot from that Medinilla plant that has passed. And of course, I already have ideas. I have bag babies. And I have cement. Now, can I do cement? So I don't know. I'm gonna put the phone down for a second. My branch down, and this is tamarind wood, and they say it's really good. And look at the texture. The orchids are gonna love that. But I'm gonna have to go to YouTube, how ironic, and watch a video to see how I'm going to mix the cement. So my idea is to put some rocks, because I have some rocks. I'm gonna put some rocks at the bottom and put the wood, and then put the cement all around the rocks. But I have to see, because it says that I don't even have to set it. It says I could just set the post without mixing. How do you do that? Unless you stick it in there and then put the water and then mix it. In any case, I'm gonna watch a video or two and then get back to you guys and tell you what is the action plan, and wish me luck. Okay guys, so we're gonna take the pole and put it in the middle, and then we're gonna put rocks around it. So put the rocks around it. I needed help with this. No, you put the rocks, I'll hold it. A whole bag. Spread them around. Is it standing by itself? No, that's why I need. Okay, so now. Oh my God. All right, now I'm gonna hold this, and you're gonna pour some of that on top. I just saw a video, and the video basically told me that you pour some of it, then you pour some water. Make sure this is at the bottom. And then, yeah, just open a corner, just a little corner. Then you pour some water, and then you pour some more, and then you pour some more water. It's supposed to be really easy. Yeah, more. Keep going around. Okay guys, so that wasn't as hard as I thought. It doesn't look so pretty. I hope I can clean that off. But that's it. I put the powder in, and I put the water, and I mixed. So it looks like I may have put a little bit too much water. This is the consistency that's going on right now. It's like wet sand. But some of it is already hardening. Look at that. It's already starting to set. So I'm thinking, let me wait a little while and see if this is still too liquidy. I can just add a little more. I still have a little more. This is the kind that I used. Fast setting, quick red. I don't know. Yeah, pretty easy. I thought it was gonna be taking a bucket, mixing it up, then pouring it, but no, you just put it in the powder form and then you put water and you mix it. It's kind of like when you're making pancakes, you kind of have to look for the consistency that you want. And this is what my post looks like. It's really tall and it's really heavy. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but my orchids are ready. I already have orchids ready to go on. So maybe I'll take a break while this is setting and I'll show you which orchids I got. Hi guys, so while I am waiting for my little project to set, it looks pretty good so far. I'm going to show you the orchids that I got. So I got two, and my first idea was to get all the same, to do just one beautiful kind of like chandelier style, all up and down. It's gonna look like a tree when it blooms. But then, oh my gosh, I just realized that's so ugly. How you're getting a really ugly view. Let me change this. Better. Anyways, and then I realized that it's gonna be forever. Okay, so I first thought, go to Home Depot and get the little bag babies, the ones that are $9 or were $9. I don't know how much they are now because all the prices went up, yada yada. But so anyways, and then I thought, you know what, I did that already 2 years ago. I put on my first mount, I put a very tiny bag baby, and 2 years and I'm still waiting for the other ones. These 4-inch size, they take sometimes 6 to 12 months. So, and a lot of times not even the whole 12 months. Sometimes it's more like 4 months. For me, my average on bag babies that I buy that are this size, 4 months blooming. So I do think that when I mount them, they're gonna need time to acclimate and all that. Let me check on this. Oh my gosh, it's setting. It is setting. It's really hard. Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't think that I could do that. I needed help. Obviously, my son had to help me, but let's take a look at the bag babies. So then now my new idea is just going to be to add Cattleyas. This is going to be my Cattleya because I have 2 Vanda poles. And so I thought I'm going to add Cattleyas, all different shades of like pinks and reds and purples. So that's my idea for now. It's not going to be yellow. I mean, maybe down the line I'll change my mind, but right now I think all shades of red and pink is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So the first one is RLC Kathy Yamanaka Volcano Queen. So this one is described as large purple, but it is actually, it's like a red. It's like a deep wine red. I don't know, you see me with layers on because in Miami it's cold. I think it's 65. So anyways, I know I've had a hard time stopping the watering because that's what they say, you don't want to leave your orchids in the cold. So I get on my little group chat with all my orchid friends, the ones that you see me with in videos, and I'm like, can we water yet? Can we water? No, not yet. And I'm like, I need to water. So I think tomorrow, it's already evening, but tomorrow I think I'm going to start watering probably at least the Vandas and the mounts. So Let's see how, oh my gosh, and here I am losing tags. So one thing that I have to do is I have to basically start re-tagging things before I lose the original tags, because some of the tags, you look at them and you know the look right before they're about to disintegrate. All right, let's, ooh, I have root tips. Yes. So this is the orchid, this is the plant. It looks to be in really good health. I'm impressed with this one. I mean, the leaves are perfection, not a spot on them. So I'm really happy with this. I'm not happy that they raised the prices, but what can you do? What can you do? Most of my, I don't want to say most, but a lot of my orchids were bag babies, and they've worked out just fine. So yeah, I'm gonna mount this somewhere on my new tree. This is the red one. Let's take a look at the pink one. Now the pink one, I believe I already have this. And this one is the one that I've shown that I have on a mount that is huge. The biggest flower I've ever seen. I was so impressed when I saw it. It was like this size, and then it gave me a huge big flower, and I was like, what? This is fantastic. So this is called RLC Chief Empress Pink Queen. This is large pink. So this one I would consider like a fuchsia. The other one, when I looked online on Orchid Roots, it was kind of like this, but more red tones, like the Heaven's Gate. And you know me, I loved my Heaven's Gate. My Heaven's Gate is like, so I'm trying to kind of sort of replace her. So this one is not like this. It's a lot darker in color, more fuchsia. So let's take a look. Let's take a look and see if she is doing good. And guys, save your materials. And you know what? I feel like I just have to say it for those of you that are new to my channel. First of all, thank you for coming by. I hope you subscribe. And if you're not that new and you've already subscribed, I hope you consider becoming a member for $1.99. I basically reach out and touch base often, every day or every other day, give you a little snippet of what's going on in the garden. And this time I actually offered 2 tickets for the Fort Lauderdale show only to the members. So that's why you haven't heard anything else about it, because I've only done it. I reached out for the members because, you know, they support my channel, and that's awesome. There's a random stick in here. That's weird, but look. I think she looks good. Look at that new growth right here. And you know what? A sign of good growing is when you have the new growths come in larger than the last. So this is the older leaves, and then look at the new ones coming in very big, very healthy. And this new growth, it's still tiny, but it looks really healthy. And sometimes when you see that it has like a wine colored spotting, you know that the flower is going to be dark. So dark pink fuchsia, right? So I'm really happy with this, happy with my 2, and my goal was to actually put them on there already. The video that I watched said that I should wait 4 hours for it to actually set before I try to hang something from the post. But I don't think that I don't think that the video was meant. The video was for a post that was gonna they were gonna hang some planters or some lanterns or something where they were gonna bear a lot of weight. This doesn't weigh anything. Plus, when I take out all the media, you know, I'm just convincing myself because I can't bear to see them in here. And I did see new root tips on the other one. And I see one here too. So roots are growing. That's a good thing. Let me see how, oh, this is set. Look, oh my gosh. This is set already. I can't believe it. Okay, look. There is no moving this. This is so set. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mount right now. Yay! Okay, so let's get to it. I'm really excited. All I wanted to do was mount. And now I'm thinking, oh, by the way, look at how awesome. My sister-in-law gave me these beautiful pieces of cork. So I'm excited. I even had an idea to kind of place them on the bottom. Oh, you can't see. To kind of place them on the bottom and then put orchids on these. It's just an idea. I could even do something like this. Again, you guys can't see. I don't know. I'm just experimenting, but I realized that I need a little bit of moss for moisture. Okay, so I'm still using this same bag of moss only because I kind of feel bad buying a new one when I still have this one. So I'm going to take the moss, wet it. I know you're supposed to let it soak for longer. But you know what? Sometimes if you wait for the perfect time and do everything absolutely perfectly, this is why I didn't like this moss. But you can't, what is it? Whatever, I don't even remember the saying right now. Something, a gift horse in the mouth, right? Something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, let me wet it and then take the orchids out and get to mounting. How fun. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I was actually doing decluttering because I always feel like in January you have to declutter, you know, help your kids declutter because they'll just hold all their things that they don't fit them anymore and they'll just hang on to all of that. And then there's no room for anything. But they don't want to declutter. So, all right, let's do the red one first. Please, I don't want to lose the tag. All right, so I'll just give you a look at what, if you've never bought a bag, baby, usually you're gonna find styrofoam at the bottom. And you're gonna find bark. So I just break it up. This is why I don't like to up pot these, because in the center they have moss, old moss. Just how when you find phalaenopsis and then you find like a plug, they have old moss in the center. So I'm just gonna water it, loosen up everything. And guys, I may not be doing everything perfectly. It's okay to try and experiment and do different things. I see really good roots here, which is really exciting. Sometimes you get a bad baby and unfortunately the roots look like, but I see a ton of good roots. And I'm gonna try to take off all of the moss from the center because I'm gonna add some a little bit. I'm not gonna keep the old moss ball because it usually gets sour after a few years. Actually, after a year. I think a year is the amount that moss is gonna start to go bad after fertilizing, after all that stuff. So that's it. It always has some in the middle. And guess what? I'm running out of batteries. So I'm probably gonna do one with you and then the other one I'll just show you when it's done. I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to be careful. Where is she gonna be? Should I put her in the center because she's red? I don't know. I love these projects. I didn't think of how heavy this is gonna be afterwards. My husband and my son are gonna have to bring it into the patio because it can't. Oh, see, did you see that? Yeah, you're home. Welcome home. Were you at work? I hate them. I hate them, guys. They eat my buds. They eat the buds. They don't care at all. They eat the buds. They bite the leaves. They're destructive. I almost want, my husband was joking around. He said, well, you know what you can get me for Christmas? A BB gun. But we were joking. They're so cute, but yeah. Okay, let's put some moss. Let's get some zip ties. Now I can't talk. This is your project, or my project, so you don't need perfection. You just need love. You just need love. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so pretty. So I just added a little bit of moss at the base. Oh my gosh, and it fell in the cement. It's okay. So that's one. Whoop. I already love it. She's throwing things down. I put in the tag, but I might have to get my tags that I wrap. Okay, that's one. Let's do the other one. And then I got cleanup. I think the other one is gonna go right here. Yeah. All right, guys, that is it for today. I am super happy. I still gotta clean up, but I'm losing the sun. And this is my tamarind tree branch from Nelson's Home, Nature Now. And I love it. It has 2 cattleyas on it. I attached them with a zip tie, and I put a little bit of moss around the roots so they don't freak out, because they came from being in a pot. They had substrate, and now they don't. So I just put a little bit of moss, and then I put the Spanish moss just to look pretty. And I'm gonna keep adding to the tree. So I have 2 shows coming up. I have the Fort Lauderdale, which I'm very excited about, next weekend. And then the weekend after that is Tamiami, which is awesome. They're both awesome. But I hope to see you guys at some of those shows. So I'm gonna try to get these videos out. I just put out today a bloom show. Right before it got cold, I said, let me do my video so they could see the blooms. And that should be coming out today. And then this one, and then showtime. So let me know in the comments what you think. I actually absolutely love it. Now I just have to figure out how to get this under the patio. I mean, if this tree was big enough, I could put it under the tree, but no. So let me know what you think. Make time for things you love. I love you guys. Thank you. See you next time.